Hello YouTube, my name is Plazukas. No more than 6 hours ago, I reacted to Tectone's stream when he talked about brigading communities, how all these communities go after him, spread information, and yet, on that same stream, he talks about trying to rally his community. Here's the proof. Unlike you, which you
guys were doing that.
I know a lot of you guys are doing that. Again, continues to reinforce this narrative.
I know a lot of you guys were doing that. I just saw Nate and Bad RNG Girl doing that shit for like.
And now transferring it to everybody else to ensure that everybody else makes sure they get the attention too. Yeah, it's a good cult leader tactic. It really is.
For like 50 fucking posts. I argued with a guy for 3 days.
See? Nice. Nice.
That's insane.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
nice.
That's awesome, bro.
Awesome, bro.
Love that.
I love that, bro.
I fucking love that.
Brigading, right? Condoning it. Really just pinpointing out two people from the community and then using that as a way to kind of, you know, quote unquote, insinuate to do it for everybody else. And so here we are, 6 hours later, and we have examples already of people doing that. They fear all of you. This means we're winning. Keep it up, boys. How do I stop my post from getting quoted in Tectone's community? So again, just reposting, seeing people that are doing things in other places, and then quote tweeting it so that they get notoriety. And then here we go. I have no idea what happened between Sip Stephen and Tectone, nor do I want to watch videos about it. I just came across this comment, and I'm here wondering if this is what Tectone fans are like. Does he endorse this kind of behavior? I'm generally asking because I just don't watch the streams to know. You got cooked by Tectone. You know what that word says. Everyone knows you're fake. All you do is clout chase and lynch off people, and you still fail. You aren't a content creator. You won't ever be. Disappear and make the world. We don't need more. Right there. Boom, okay? Bro, you found one comment with no likes and tried to demonize it status quo. Holy fuck, you got to be the R word. Yep. And yet, he condones this behavior. He promotes it. He doesn't say to his community, yo, you know, what you shouldn't do is this and that. No. He wants all of this. This is exactly what Tectone asked for, and his community is actually doing it. Who's culpable? Well, that would be for a judge to decide. I can't decide that. But each one of you that's watching this would have to make your own decision on whether you think that that is appropriate or not. And we go back to Exhibit A. And if that's not enough proof, go back to my previous video. And then there's plenty of examples of him telling his community to basically go to other people and spread this kind of vitriolic stuff. And then on his stream today, he wanted to talk about Pink again. Keeps on doubling down on this narrative, acting like nobody knows the full story, blah, blah, blah. I do, and I know more, and I haven't said it.
Content realm. That's my reason for wanting to do that. And I've done this for countless other people. There have been so many people over the past.
You want to know why Denims think I did that shit? Because one person who wanted to marry me and has literally gone on record saying I was the best thing to ever happen to her, in her own words, multiple times. It says I was the best boyfriend she ever had. Once we broke up, got upset.
I want to take you back to the time when him and Pink lived together. Pink was used often as a puppet, a ploy for many of his tactics. She was also there to defend him when he was getting a divorce from Freem. Many men who are in abusive relationships will support their abuser. This is not indicative of anything. Her saying anything during their relationship is not to discredit her or to suggest that anything that she went through after and she's spoken out about has not deleted, has not retracted, has gone to the police as far as I can tell, has gone through the courts and lawyers to cease and desist Tectone to his own admission, done everything on her end, and then every time when he's given the chance to do anything, he lies. Or he uses his community or his friends to lie. That has been what is actually the reality. No matter what this fucking disgusting piece of shit alpha trans person wants to say to you, no matter how much rosy coat and shit he wants to spread on it, and maybe he is innocent, okay, but his tactics really do imply his guilt.
And made up a whole bunch of fucking lies. Never once did Denims ask me, so what happened?
Yeah, you don't ask for anything else for anybody else before you start spreading shit either, Tectone.
Never once did Denims ask me, can you show me any proof? Is there any way you can help me here? Which I could very clearly.
And I did. So I'm not Denims. And I actually don't condone Denims' behavior at all. I actually think Denims is a problem. I think Hassan is a problem. They are probably the two worst examples to be spokespersons for these specific issues because of their hypocritical and just bad takes, man. They're just bad people as well. They don't have the right kind of messaging or the right kind of ideals. I don't know. It's a hard situation because no one's perfect. Everyone's gonna always have to, face their worst demons in some cases when they're making when they're trying to make a point. I get that. It's not a perfect sum game, but at the same time, she's not that great. She's not that great at it. So unfortunately, she's not. But I do my due diligence, and I know this for a fact. Okay, I know that Pink's stuff is credible. That's all I'm gonna say.
Clearly explain every single person I've had a conversation with. It's very, very, very simple to disprove. Unfortunately, Denim should know with the delicacy of this nature, I can't just go spitting it out on fucking stream. It sucks. But when you are this fucking ignorant to say this shit, bro, you aren't listening to women's stories. You are weaponizing them. And I think there's a huge.
You weaponize things all the time. You weaponize male testosterone, male ego. You weaponize other gotcha content creators. You weaponize success. You weaponize so many things in this community as well, Tectone. So you're not alone. And Denims is not perfect either. I agree, unfortunately. I wish there was somebody else that was as big as Denims that were speaking out as well. And I think there will be. I think there will be at some point in time. But the problem is good people just don't usually get involved or want to get into the weeds. They're above that. And that has been part of the problem. That's why, I'm not going to say it because that would be political. But let's continue.
Huge issue where if one woman or even one man says this person did something bad, and you don't look into it at all. You don't check all your sources. You don't get both sides at all. And the first thing you do is say, well, this woman said it, so it's true. Well, this guy said it, so it's true. I'm sorry, guys. Being upset does not make it the truth. Denims, you are the most dangerous thing to happen to the internet in a very long time with how willfully ignorant you are. I'm sorry, Denims. You are retarded. And everyone who hears your voice has their IQ lowered due to you. Hearing the stupid shit you say has made everyone else around you even dumber. And may God have mercy on your soul.
3-4 years of streaming.
Right. And that's meant. He knows that she's weak right now, so he's going to lean in on it to try to make his point even more clearer and to give him a leg up, ultimately. He's dangerous as well. He is also as dangerous as Denims, as dangerous as Hassan, as dangerous as Asmongold. All these people should not be on the platform, or at least not doing what they're currently able to do, because they're all very dangerous. Let's be very clear. I, on the other hand, have actually talked to the victim and am currently in the process of talking to the two other victims in this particular instance. I just found some information today, and I'm going to follow that up at some point in the near future, probably in the next week. So I am doing my due diligence on the back end to try to get the full story, the whole truth, so to speak, as much as you can. And all I get from Tectone's camp is dismissal, silence, and whenever they do present information, whether it be from him or his friends or his community, it usually does not hold up at all whenever I scrutinize it. And that's been the reality. So whatever this narrative it is with his white shirt going on here, looking all, innocent and shit today, guess what? He ain't innocent. He may not be guilty of everything, but he sure in the hell is not innocent. And so demeaning someone like Denims, fine, whatever, I get it. You know, I did the same thing recently with her GoFundMe scandal. I think it's horrible. I think it's a horrible look for her, and it does actually start to question her actual motives as well. And that's why I am more critical of Denims than I was previously, as I will be anybody whenever they reveal themselves. And that's the point. I wait until people reveal themselves, and then I go in. Then I talk about it. And then what you do after, that's on you as well. So again, Tectone, if you want to talk openly about this, we can have a conversation. But you don't, because you know that I would make too many good points and that a lot of it you wouldn't be able to walk away from. And that's fine. You do you, I'll do me. My platform, your platform. Begin.